AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. We in the building. En el edificio. Come on, man. What y'all doing? It's Fabi, baby. Back in my day, made some of these ladies go crazy. Oh, my mama ain't on. See me do some of this stuff. Where we at? 4:30. We're in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Happy Monday. The day after Sunday. Come on, man. Seen some things, seen some blings. I ain't done with that cat topic either. Not at all. Not done with that cat topic whatsoever. Yo, man, why you calling him soft? You can't call him soft. He scored 29 and 12, man. Oh, my God. Shut up. Darlene, the queen, is here. Monkey wrench. Monkey wrench built. I never looked at the built part, but monkey wrench built. Did you know that monkey wrench was racist? That's what a coworker told me. Yeah. John Q. The first person I think of when I see your name is John B. And apparently he has like a snippet out for his song, a new song that he has. John B has some legendary shit back in the day. Come on. They don't know what you do to me. Something like that. They don't know. Don't listen to what people say. Hold on, I gotta make sure the YouTube stuff is being paid for, my brother. You gotta put the monetization on, my ladies and gents. You've never seen the two of us in the same spot. Great point. Great point. Where John B at, man? It's not, Brody. It's the name of my old car club. We used to race on the Hudson. No, not your name is racist. A actual monkey wrench. The tool itself. That's what I was told. I gotta put my name Reggie up there so people don't feel away. Nah, monkey wrench is the shit. I don't care. Listen, you gotta be flagrantly racist to like not for me not to show your name. People wouldn't know that. I'm saying that the tool, the monkey wrench, is supposed to be racist. I haven't even looked this up. This was pure 9 to 5 fodder. Monkey wrench. Do not feel bad whatsoever. You stay with monkey wrench because I won't recognize you with the big R. Big R. We in the building, baby. What we gonna get to? Oklahoma City. They keep killing the Phoenix Suns. Bunch of bums. You know what? Let's just start off with this. Let's just get this over with. Bum ass Dan Lebron. I'm not saying that this pissed me off, but you see the thumbnail. Turbo. I'm using the StreamYard, y'all. Let me know if the volume goes out or if the microphone goes out, if I sound good. King Ribby. King Ribby. Huh? Not the Prince. Ain't no Prince. He said King. The King. The King. Speaking of the King, Dan Lebron wants to know why LeBron James, PED's accusations can't be talked about. Did I say accusations right? PED accusations. Look at Alid Hamamin, whatever, how you ever say his name. No disrespect, Alid Hamamin, but I can't pronounce your name. And Dan Lebron is going and look how he's looking at his phone. Look, he don't even know what to say. So Dan Lebron and his crew bring up why they can't. They're questioning and challenging LeBron using PEDs. Why isn't it talked about? He's been around for 20 years. Yada yada yada. Let him break it down.
You are creating something slash giving voice or gas to something, no matter how unfounded it is. So you cannot say, well, Chael Sonnen said it. If Chael had just said it, if it had just come out, he was this week's guest on Andrew Schultz's show, then maybe that's an opening.
A newsworthy lane. You're talking about timeliness. It's a timeliness question where I can ask questions in. We're gonna agree on this part, right? We're living in the skeptical age, right? The age of skepticism. And so if I just make it hypothetical athlete X, I don't even make it LeBron and everything you know. I simply say to you, what do you think is more likely? That an athlete would try and defy age through science at the end of his career?
This is what happens when you don't do push-ups, man. I'm serious, man. This is what happens when you don't do push-ups. Why do you care? If you have an opinion, just speak on it. You scared about what your coworkers are going to tell you? Didn't you hire these people to challenge you or engage in conversation in the way that you think you can exercise your mind, brother? I put it on here. I want to talk about it. Why can't we talk about it? But your punk ass. Well, what if we put superstar X or player X and then we bring up, because it's not player X. That's the part that LeBron haters, the Skip Baylesses of the world, it took them a long time to understand. LeBron James is a megastar. A megastar. He's not just player X. Very few in his department. The fact that he's even in the GOAT conversation is crazy, right? But that's besides the point. I digress. The point is, he's not just player X. He'll never be player X. It's not who he is. You brought him up. Why are you pussyfooting? Daniel, since you Cuban, right? Daniel.
Or that one athlete had a career that defied the limits of the human body, unlike any we've ever seen in terms of mileage and how his body holds up for 20 straight years. I'm assuming did Kareem have more minutes? I'm assuming LeBron James has played more minutes than anyone else. Which do you think is more likely?
I think if you put it as a if you frame it exactly as you framed it there are people who could say, we know who you're hinting at. But I think you stay on.
Exactly. So there's no point. You just wasted a whole bunch of time arguing about getting to the damn question. Daniel. The fuck, man? Get to it, man. Let's get to it. Stop playing around, man.
This, albeit very close to that line, on this side of the line of, okay, you can have that conversation.
If I preface it though, if I'm prefacing it with all that you know about me and my admiration for LeBron, combined with,
you mean if you glaze him the way you've been glazing him? Listen, man, I'm done with this shit. Does he even say anything
that has no precedent for the human body?
Yeah, look, that shit is 5 minutes. They took 5 minutes just to explain all that. You took 5 minutes just to get to the damn point. You can't get the show in order. Listen, this is the question. It's LeBron. It's LeBron. He's been around for 20 plus years. He goes on to mention in there how Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa were uplifted in baseball. And then when Barry Bonds and Lance Armstrong came around, they were villains, this, that, and the third. Okay, Lance Armstrong, you could just follow Lance Armstrong's career. and you'll see he went from superstar to supervillain. They all did him dirty over there on them bikes. Them little dirty bike peddlers. What? Why are they fucking with Lance Armstrong like that? Lance Armstrong made them millions. I didn't know. Who the fuck watched the Tour de France? Nobody watched that shit. He got y'all Nike contracts. I could see why Lance, and I think he had cancer and everything. God bless him, man. God bless him and his family. He carried the cross. He carried the cross for them bums. And they vilified him. Barry Bonds, I always say this. He wasn't my favorite player growing up, but he is the GOAT of all sports. Balco Bonds? Nobody's touching Balco Bonds. I don't care what sport you're talking about. He had one pitch to hit for 9 innings. She had to stretch it, to be there stretching. No practice swings in between. No practice. No practice swings in between. He just looking. He just looking. OG Circle Game. You would say that if your name is Circle Game, that cycling is famous. You would say that. You would say that, right? Yes, it was famous. It's a Tour de France. But Lance Armstrong put it on a different level. Don't thank you. Bonds is my guy. Okay, Big Bonds. Big Bonds. I like that. Big Bonds is better than Balco Bonds. I like that OG Circle Game. So Big Bonds changed the game, right? And it was really the MLB, ESPN, the media, whatever. They turned on Bonds because Bonds had it popping. He just never had a rival. See, Mark McGwire was a dick, just like Barry Bonds, but he had Sammy Sosa smiling and profiling with him, popping his collar, going to first base. Sammy Sosa, he made them steroids. He put the swag on steroids. You kidding me? What? You need a Dominicano out there to pop that baseball out there. You kidding me? I just seen a dude sniffing coke on the third baseline. Yeah. This is what happens when the whites are stuck with baseball trying. This is what happens when they try to make baseball popular. Look at your man. What if what are these young boys doing, man? Nice haircut. Look at a good-looking kid. But what did he choose to do? Sniff the third baseline? Bananas. Yeah, man, it's wild style. But my point is, yes, I love the steroids in baseball. I love the steroids in wrestling. And apparently we love the steroids in basketball. Because Braun and them boys, they be on it. And no, it's not actual. That's what we got to be careful. It's not actual steroids. It ain't actual steroids. Like, if LeBron is really on this PED shit, if he's really on PEDs and they haven't found it, if it don't fit, you must have quit, my brother, right? Because it's not steroids. Steroids, they test for that, right? You could easily get caught cheating like that. That's like, so imagine if we find out LeBron's getting a divorce because his wife, Savannah, found some chick's number on a piece of paper in his pocket while she was doing laundry. We're going to be like, man, you dumbass mother. So you can hide PEDs, but you can't hide that girl's number? You doing the steroids of cheating, LeBron, on your girl? What the hell is wrong with you? Bron don't do that. Bron don't do that. So do I think LeBron is on steroids? I don't know. Would it surprise us? Hell no. He got 4 decades on planet Earth. You're not supposed to be moving and grooving like that, shaking this shit up, man. But now what I don't like about Dan Le Batard's punk ass is that he was glazing LeBron James for so many years. And why would he glaze LeBron James? Why would he glaze over LeBron James? Well, let's think about it. LeBron played in Miami, right? And guess who claims home to Miami? You guessed it, Danielle. This is Danielle's punk ass 14 years ago when Miami won the chip.
I don't believe in the chemistry stuff. I don't believe in
let's see what you got. What do you got?
Because Ron Artest just won the championship. He never fit with that team. I've seen this Heat team win a championship with pieces that didn't really fit.
Oh, we know what
he knows what I want. Look at this. What are you doing it for me for?
Right.
I'm going with the dream scenario that's being talked about right now.
I'm pushing this guy away from Miami, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't think he wants to play with Dwayne Wade. I don't think that's going to work.
Whatever the Heat said in 3 hours, how is it going to make up for the 35 or 40 million he's got to leave on the table? And that's going to be the toughest part of the conversation.
You know, it's easy for these guys to say,
but he might not be the best player on this team.
Look at him.
Chris Bosh, you're the third best player
Listen to
this
him.
team. New York, welcome to another decade of
Look.
irrelevance.
Listen to him.
Cleveland's owner is a crazy person. Happy LeBronica.
Look. Now, oh my
Give
God.
it to me again. Give it to me again. I'm not done. Give it to me again.
Give it to me
Our
again.
half-full sports bar.
Look, his mouth is open. Look, that man's mouth
joy.
is open just like Danielle. That man's mouth is wide open just like Danielle for LeBron. You fucking chump. Get out of here, man. Now you talking LeBron PED shit, man. Get out of here. OG Circle. It is what it is. Gotta call him out. Gotta call him out. Yeah, OG Circle. We ain't gotta pause nothing. Back in the day, you just called it like you saw it. Danielle Batard, you glazer, you trailblazer, you bronze sexual. You over here going crazy. Yeah, not one, not two, not three, not 4 times. Glazing LeBron, who knows how many times. And now in 2025, yo, why aren't we talking about his PEDs? The rumor started while he was in Miami, because guess where all these dudes were supposedly getting their PEDs from? Danielle. Fuck out of here. Loser. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you pausing him. Listen. OG, you're right. It is pause worthy. But you gotta give it to him raw. Dog. That's what was so awful about it, because you can't be glazing somebody for that many years and then turn on them like this. And then just to finish that up, he was talking shit about Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless ruined sports entertainment, sports media, this, that, and the third. They made it WWF, and that's not real sports journalism. So what is this? Flea, I'm giving it to you raw, man. All balls in your mouth. Yeah. We going all out. Hey, we 9 subscribers away. 9 subscribers away from the Big 10. And we ain't talking college. We talking pros, baby. The big pros. 10,000. Yo, Sal. Flea got the link. He fucking around over there in the comments. Let me calm down. I don't want to. Shout out to Akinelli OG. Big Queens. Thank you, John Q. We earned it. But I digress. OG, you cannot be running with my bullshit. OG, don't encourage me, man. Nikabaka, what's going on? Bodega Mayor. So Dan Lebron has been glazing LeBron for that many years. He was on ESPN, where you couldn't talk about LeBron like that because they had to deal with the NBA, right? You had to deal with the NBA. $1 billion deal. They just got up another record amount of money NBC basically stole the NBA from TNT. It's billions of dollars we're talking about. You think they want to kick LeBron while he's down? Bron ain't stopping them. He ain't stopping them roids. Why would he stop them roids? He want that big money contract. He said, I'm gonna get the last of this quarter Billy, right? And the NBA knows we can't just kick him while he's down. Hey, Michael Jordan gambling? No, he's not. We're gonna put him with some sunglasses next to Ahmad Rashad with his red eyes. He probably just had 20 rounds of golf and 20 shots of that Jack. Oh, excuse me. Probably sip of that Screaming Eagle. Pardon me, Mike, because I know you ain't drinking no Jack Daniels. Maybe he's aged 25,000 years or something like that. Excuse me, Michael Jordan. You way more classy than that. Unlike your son. Hold on. Michael Jordan's son is a trailblazer, y'all. Let's not forget, Michael Jordan's son may have influenced baseball. Michael Jordan's son is out here influencing baseball players, y'all. He's going crazy. The most influential basketball player on the planet, and his son is influencing baseball Hall Body Code Friday. Oh, yeah, the laugh is evil. So, Flea, you got to get in here and calm me down. So, Dan Le Batard's punk ass, he was on ESPN. We worked for ESPN. And while he was there, Bill Simmons, he got suspended for speaking ill of Roger Goodell. Yeah. You think I forgot? Chump. ESPN suspends Bill Simmons. This is on ESPN.com, by the way. They didn't give a fuck. They let Bill Simmons know, yo, we ain't playing with you, man. 2014, ESPN has suspended Grantland editor-in-chief Bill Simmons for 3 weeks after he repeatedly called NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell a liar during a profane tirade on a podcast. Every employee must be accountable to ESPN and those engaged in our editorial operations, and must also operate within ESPN's journalistic standards. ESPN said in a statement, we have worked hard to ensure that our recent NFL coverage has met that criteria. Bill Simmons did not meet those obligations in a recent podcast, and as a result, we have suspended him for 3 weeks. Do they have what he said? He called Goodell a liar about not knowing what was on a security video that showed former Ravens running back Ray Rice hitting his then fiance in the Atlantic City elevator. So that shows you that if ESPN was willing to suspend their employee for talking about the commissioner of the NFL, what do you think they would do to Dan Le Batard? Bill Simmons at the time was running Grantland. Bill Simmons came up with 30 for 30. And there's also a rumor, I could do that for another time, but Bill Simmons apparently came up with the decision for LeBron. That sounds crazy, but speaking of LeBron, where all this fucking conversation stemmed from, Dan Le Batard was busy glazing LeBron during those ESPN years so badly that he didn't want to touch the PED allegations because he would have got fired probably. If Bill Simmons got suspended for that, Dan was scared of getting fired and not collecting that check, that same check that allowed him to go independent right now and go on YouTube and act like a chump in front of his people, the people that he hired to be around him to talk to him, and they can't even get to a topic in time. Took him 20 minutes, Flea, just to talk about did LeBron do PEDs or not, and why can't we talk about it? I'm glazing Bill Simmons. How's that glazing Bill Simmons? Yeah, get up here, Flea. Don't ruin my flow either. Yo, but the LeBron glaze is crazy. And this is what happens when you have those fair weather fans. Now I can't be so mad at those dudes that showed up at the park in 1999 with a Bulls Michael Jordan jersey, a Bulls warm-up, a red headband, the 12s or whatever sneak Michael Jordans, the new Michael Jordans was out. I can't be mad at them no more. Unless they're LeBron fans now. But I can't be mad at them if they flipped on Mike the way Dan Lebron flips on LeBron James. He's a Portland Trailblazer, man. You gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. And just to end with that too, Dan Lebron was trying to go in on Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless because there's supposed to be some wrestling thing. They're like the wrestling version of journalism or arguing, but they're PTI on steroids, no pun intended. And he accused them of ruining sports journalism. And he did in that segment, speaking to LeBron's PED allegations with no evidence, no nothing, something that would have got him fired from ESPN back then because you had to have journalistic integrity. So now he abandons that, and it's okay because he wants to make it a topic on YouTube because he's curious. He's just curious. He's just curious. His show sucked. His pops was all right. But Monty Jones is boring. I don't care what anybody says. Anyway, speaking of wrestling, yo, man. Y'all ever seen this match, man? I hope they don't block this on YouTube, but whatever. This shit right here. You think Hogan was racist at the time? Hulk Hogan was always racist. He didn't just become racist in 2022 or 2003. They all on the juice, John Q. They all on that juice. Come on, baby Bubba. We ain't talking about no high C either. All right. Let's get to it. Shout out to our guy. Oh, boy. You kidding me? The legend himself. Legend Z. Huh? He got the exclusive. Let's get right to it, y'all. Y'all said I was bugging because I said Cat was a softie. Whatever. You saw AllBall going crazy. Oh, my God. Why you calling him soft? Oh, my God. His Legend Z capturing the footage between the trash talk between Draymond Green and Karl Anthony Towns. That's 3 fouls. Got him. Let's your bitch ass up. You a hoe. Take him out. You a hoe. I ain't moving. You got it. All he do is talk. Look what he does. He taps his look. See? That's the key right there. Draymond taps his hand for some reason. I don't know what kind of celebration this is. I don't know what he's doing, right? But look, he taps his got him. Got him. Because he knew. He knows. Draymond Green knows. You're on the same level as Cat. Who the hell wants to pay to see Draymond Green play basketball? Nobody. We'll get it for free with the when he goes viral every time. This is why he gets paid. This is why he's in the NBA. Why Adam Silver talked him off the ledge, the supposed alleged ledge of retirement. Lies. But let me calm down, man. Oh, look who's in the building. Just in time to defend. Oh my God. Did you see our boy Legend Z? Oh boy, excuse me. How are you doing, AllBall? How dare I?
All right, Legend Z, what up? I see Flea in the building. What's good? Yeah, Salvatore. Legend Z, what up? Good to see you, my brother. What's going on? What we talking about, man?
Legend Z, he put the Cat and Draymond clip up.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Okay, I'll be forgetting how legendary Legend Z is. I seen
Come on, man. Look,
you know,
he throws the ball away. Come on, Cat. Why you at the 3-point line on Draymond Green? Come on, Cat. He's soft. Oh, look at his face. I'm telling you, I don't believe in just people getting arrested for no reason. So,
hold on.
What happened?
The beautiful, the lovely. You know, I'm just getting in the building. Darlene Bryant. Good afternoon, Miss Darlene. Beautiful day. Yes.
I already got my hello. So whatever, old boy.
The
Oh, hold on. I'm
beautiful, the
sorry.
lovely. Speak, y'all. Say hi to the beautiful ladies. Darlene Bryan, good afternoon for sure.
I'm sorry, dog. I'm gonna put your name up again. It has some inflammatory wording up there with your name on it. I will never do that again. I apologize. There you
Hey,
go.
listen, hit that like button, share, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and we are on the countdown for 10K, man. Let's go. Get us there, y'all. 10K. Monkey Wrench, what up, baby?
Monkey Wrench in the building. The final countdown.
OG Circle Game. Hold on, Fabian, real quick. OG Circle Game, you are 100% correct. I might not be happy if we win a title. I'm just out of control. What's good, though, Fabian?
This is the ish talking between the two. Oh, ass nigga. Oh, I got a super slow motion. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's number 3. Got him. Got him. Take him out. Go sit down. Got him. I ain't moving. Where you going, cat? I ain't moving. Bye. That's your thing, right? Boy. Bye, Felicia. He got him. Second quarter, 0 points. And here's my thing with that. I ain't gonna stress it over again, but too many of y'all in the comments, soft. So I guess the word soft is so triggering for y'all. Oh my God. Yeah. He did his job. Draymond had 2 weeks into this. Invested in getting into Cat's cranium. And he did just that for the second quarter. Every possession matters. Every possession matters. You said it a week ago. Don't let us go to the vote. You said it a week ago. Cat is now trying tryouts for us. So this is a part of him trying out. If you're going to be the lead dog when the big dog is sitting down, you got to be ready. Michael Jordan had to tell Charles Barkley in the Olympics, bro, they already intimidated. Just play ball. All Cat had to do was play ball that whole game, and I would have been okay with that. You just walked off the court, just looked at him and be like, man, it's clown. That's it. But that was my only discrepancy with the game. He did miss those 2 threes at the end of the game, and that's not all his fault because he got to it. He was on fire, and that was really it for me. But that little thing right there, it was 4 or 5 minutes, 3 minutes he played in the second quarter. If you would have played those 3 minutes without trying to foul and not being at the 3-point line, getting to that paint and putting that bum, we don't like him whatsoever. Putting that bum in foul trouble, we wouldn't be having this conversation. It would have been a closer game, and you would have gained respect from everybody. Trust you and me, I don't know if Draymond's trying that again. You ready to barked up that tree, and you really done made a mistake. I don't know why you keep trying dudes that's nice. You ain't nice like that, Draymond. And we won't get to play them until next year. Unless we get some crazy turn of events for the championship or ball. But what do you feel about that? Have you come around? I won't use the word soft when I describe Cat anymore. And you can admit that that was a mistake. Getting into a heated mental wrestling match with Draymond, the junkyard dog green himself.
So I don't know what y'all was looking at. I don't know what y'all seen, but I didn't see one bit where Draymond Green punked Cat. Now, if you're going to say he got in his head, I don't see that neither. To be honest with you, Draymond Green, the refs helped him out with that bullshit call. Simple. Like, once again, you asked me, I'm responding. Simple and plain. The referees allowed Draymond to do all the theatrics and flop and get a bullshit foul call. That's why Cat called him what he called him. You want to talk all that mess? You want to say I'm soft? Prove it. Play me straight up without all the antics. So for me, I don't know what y'all seen. I'm not here to argue whether Cat is soft or not. I'm not going through that again. But Flea, what up, baby? But I get.
OG, what up, baby?
I like that Cat shows some type of fire. As far as speaking back, like I said, I like what he did because Draymond, if you're going to talk all that, he's supposed to be the greatest defender ever. Don't do no antics. Don't flop around. Play the game straight up. And we seen when Draymond tried to play the game straight up with him, he was getting his ass fried. Now, granted, you know, Cat defensively, terrible. Like I said, Flea, I gotta agree with you. Nobody should allow Draymond Green to take them one-on-one for a game winner. You got me there. But hold on. You go ahead. Listen, brother, you can have the floor.
It's the afternoon. I got the day off. I slept 8 hours last night, AllBall. It's over for you, your Scully, your fogged up glasses. Over. It's over. Flea, did you get a makeup artist today? Why are you glistening like that? You look amazing. You got mama like that? Hold on.
Yo, hold on a second.
Wait a minute. Don't cut me off. I told you 8 hours sleep. You telling me, nah, this looks like.
Yo, listen, man.
Hold on. Did you cut me off? This looks like, I ain't gonna blow you up. There was some things that came by and gave you a little workup before getting fly on the camera. I respect it, Flea. I respect it.
Yo, listen. I keep, OG, I keep telling this man, water, keep your stuff exfoliating, and occasional activities behind closed doors. You glisten like me, baby. Darlene B, what up, baby? I seen you. You, Darlene B.
What's the exact prescription for occasional behind the scenes? How many times?
Man, we talk about that later. Man. We talk about that later. We talk about that later, man. Talk about that later, man. I just feeling good, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Yes, toxic positivity. Correct, Monkey Wrench. That is who I am. Toxic positivity. I'm sorry, oh boy, I cut you off.
No. Listen, brothers, it's totally fine. And man, if I had a job for cutting people off, we all be rich. We'd never have to work. So listen, man.
You're right.
I need to get my ass cut off all the time. But before before Flea Cook, we have to put that on a shirt too. Flea Cook. But before Flea Cook, I'm just saying for me,
we got a couple things.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what people seen in that game. Like I told y'all, y'all make great points. I'm not gonna, keep, going around in a circle, merry-go-round and with the cat and soft and this and that. Cool. I just think that game, we were a little too hard. Pause on Cat. I think he did what he could. Yeah, I mean Draymond Green is a vet. He gets under people's skin. But I think Cat came to play, and I think Cat mind frame was I'm gonna bust your ass. And I think when the opportunity was there, he bust Draymond Green ass. When Draymond Green tried to play him straight up with no antics, no flopping, no looking for the refs to call, no none of that, Cat gave him the business. Now, like I said, the soft part, cool. Defensively, horrific. You cannot let Draymond Green beat you on that. So I get that part, but I have no problem with Cat sticking up for himself. Like I said, he's calling him that because when you watch that foul, it's clearly Draymond Green baiting the refs and just flopping and doing all of that, and they called the foul. But like I said, Cat is on audition, and I think that game, I give him a B minus. I maybe a B, but a B minus for sure because, like I said, at the end of the game, I don't care. I don't care who you are. You cannot let Draymond Green do that. No, you let Steph Curry beat you, and that's it. So I get all that, but I don't know what y'all seen, man. I don't think Draymond Green punked nobody that game. Like I said, his yelling and saying you soft and doing all that. Okay, fine. You ain't block him. You ain't strip him. Like I said, when you try to guard him one-on-one, like Shaq say, barbecue chicken.
We live.
That's what I see.
Never the little one.
Right on cue. I was just playing some Hulkamania, Flea. I was just playing some Hulkamania. I ain't like that to the rock.
I seen you. You was like a pig in slop. you was in your bag. I said, look at Fabian. He's in his bag crazy. Right now.
That match is so crazy. It's the epitome of like, why am I watching this guy in his drawers? Why are you wrestling and you see the Rock and Hulk Hogan just the electricity? It's amazing. But Flea, I'll pose the question to you differently. I know we can refer to his defense and all that, but for me, did Draymond Green get in Cat's head for him to get out of that second quarter?
I mean, for sure. That's what the guy's job is, right? That's the role that he plays on the team, the antagonist, the guy that can hit an open shot every now and then. Obviously, he's still a decent passer and a below average rebounder. But I just think that I want to be clear on what I mean being tough in that moment. Being tough in that moment is helping us get the W, right? Being available, not getting fouled out, not allowing him to get in your head. Cat was amazing. I think some people got that confused in what I was saying last episode. I was not saying Cat wasn't great. Cat was great against Golden State. He did everything he was supposed to do in terms of what his role is. But to take it up another notch against the teams that we're going to have to, he's going to have to be in there and get a big block sometimes, or get a stop, or make somebody turn it over, or something like that. And that is the point that I was making last episode. That shows toughness in the moment of a guy's playing in your face about somebody passing in your family. Then they tell him about it, and he doubled down on it and said, well, so this is what I heard. He was running from Jimmy.
Please.
Then
he said niggas die every day, B.
That's
what he said.
It was nasty. It was nasty. And then comes out and tells you to your face that you soft. Right? So all I was talking about was just playing with some pride. And did he play with pride? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, this dude gets the last laugh. He gets the last laugh. One, he gets the W. Two, he gets a dribble drive layup on you that, for me, I think is unacceptable. I don't care at any point in the game, he should never get that kind of bucket on you. You guys are not on the same level offensively. You guys are just not. If we're talking about Cat, we're never talking about Draymond Green in terms of offensive ability. And so he made him look like he could stand toe-to-toe with him. So that's what I mean about toughness. He ain't got to go punk him and push him and talk fly to him. That's not Cat's thing. Just play basketball. That's what he did. But in the waning moments, we needed you, and you wasn't there. Or at least you was there and you didn't show up the way we needed you to show up. That's it. That's it for me.
He almost pulled it off, but my thing is that was impacted by missing the time in the second quarter. And like how you put it, he got the last laugh, bro. Because to me, if you're going to crash out and be like, get in his face and all that, you might as well have committed to that from the beginning, hit the tip off and just punch him in his face and get kicked out for 15 games. Because what's the point of just stepping to him then? You're not going to do that. So go play ball. That's what I wanted to see was 40 points, Draymond fouling out, and you getting the last laugh. That's what I wanted to see. Because that headline we would have been flaming Draymond for the rest of his life. Don't ever come at Dipset Cat again. You're a moron. You was a punk. Why are you talking for, Draymond? That's what I'm saying about that. Now he got more credibility, right? And now he's going to talk some more.
I mean, he's going to be able to talk more because they got to win, right? It's not, it's going to be talked about as a win. It's going to be talked about as being able to close the game, right? That's what's going to be. He's going to hold on to, and that's what I'm saying. You can't allow him to even hold on to that. That was a winnable game, like OG said. I think we all feel like that. All Knicks fans knew the way we played that entire game, going down the stretch, we were in great position to win that ball game, and we just didn't close it out. And so that's the ammunition that he's gonna be allowed to use the next time he talks. And he's gonna talk. He likes talking about us. He loves talking about us.
He's just a horrible podcaster. But AllBall, I'll give you this. He ain't never gonna talk about Cat again. Because after that, what did he say in the post game? I never seen him talk like that before, be that physical, and I like it. Yeah, all right. You don't want Cat to come out next game and remember he ain't playing with you no more. No more talking, straight basketball, and you don't want that. Because when it's just basketball, Draymond, you would be a water boy at best. You lucky basketball exists. I don't know what you be doing in your life. You be going crazy. You're unhinged.
Well, OG, what you think? What you think about this, OG? Real quick before you go, like, I'm getting the vibe that Cat is somewhat, and you like to make reference to this team, is somewhat like Patrick Ewing, and Patrick was tough, right? But Patrick, at a certain point, wasn't really with smoke because we had we had guys that was with all of that. We're gonna protect you. I don't see anybody on our team, who is that? There's gonna be that enforcer, that antagonist, that guy that's like take a little pressure off of Cat being the quote unquote tough guy because he's 7 feet. You're supposed to be tough. That's not always the case. Who is that guy for us, or do we need a guy like that?
In today's game, just to be honest, I don't think you need a guy like that. It looks good. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Watching that game, I kind of disagree with everything y'all are saying as far as when it pertains to Draymond. He didn't tell him to his face he punked him. He indirectly looked away from him at the camera and said he's soft. Tell him that in his face. Walk up to his face and go, you soft. At the end of the game, Draymond Green knows how to play that game, and if you fall for it, you fall for it. But let's be honest, nobody cares about Draymond Green at all. Yes, he got the last laugh. Yes, he got the one up because, like I said, that layup is I don't even understand how that happened. So with that, I agree. But like I said, I think Cat, when he was allowed to, he showed a little fire. He showed that he can play and go up against Draymond Green. It's just, once again, we have a team that they don't know how to get guys the ball. We don't have a point guard that can facilitate and make that guy go on the block. And then, like I told y'all, in that second quarter with maybe a little over 2 minutes left, when Draymond and all was on the floor, I thought Tom Thibodeau would have put Cat in the game when we was down 6. So for me, I just feel that Cat is in a real awkward position, Fleet. That's why I was always saying with coaching, it's not about firing Tom Thibodeau. I'm not doing that today. But let's say you had a better no, but seriously, let's say you had a better coaching staff that can maybe know how to, put guys in at certain points when, so I just feel Cat is being treated unfair with that game. I get, people saying he looks so, like I said, Draymond Green knows how to play for the camera. Once again, Fleet, it's a difference of I'm guarding you. I make a defensive play and you lose the ball, and I go like this. I run down the court and go, he's soft. Instead of in that moment when you lose the ball, I look at you and go, you soft. It's a big difference to me. Like I said, Draymond Green is playing a tough guy act, and I don't fall for it, not one bit. I'm sorry.
But he did whatever he wanted to do. That was his mission. That was his goal. And
Wait,
I totally
what was that? What did he do?
Bro, he got it. Listen, I'm not going in a circle about it. He got it in his head, bro.
How?
That's 3. Go sit down. It's the second quarter. It's not that hard to understand, bro. You got 3 fouls in the second quarter against Draymond Green. Why do you have 3 fouls against Draymond Green?
Hold on. Does Cat always get dumb fouls and has 3 fouls in the second quarter?
Yes.
Right. So what did Draymond Green do that was so perfect or so out of this world? Cat always does that.
You would consider that a flaw, correct? A weakness?
No. But hold on. But Draymond Green didn't do anything special. Cat. No, we hold on. We all agree it's a weakness. We all agree to that. But
exactly. So if I'm attacking your weakness, Draymond Green cannot shoot the ball. Leave him open. That's his weakness. If he hits the shot, he got it. Nothing I could do about it. If Cat's weakness is that he's susceptible to foul trouble, and he got him in foul trouble, bro, he got what he wanted out of the first half. That's all I'm saying. To even argue that to me is like, nothing to argue about.
No. It's from my perspective, Draymond Green didn't do anything special. Cat is always committing dumbass fouls by the second quarter and got to sit down. It's just that Draymond Green said bye. That mean any team we play, when Cat get that third foul, they should be able to go sit your ass down because he does it all the time. Come on, man. He ain't do nothing special.
Okay, hold on. But it means a lot more if Brunson, I'm sorry, Fleet. If Brunson is sitting out, Brunson is gone. We know your 20 means a lot more than the 20 you usually score. Brunson is out, Flea. That's what I'm trying to say.
Bro, can you please? Did you see that did you see the third foul? Like, bro, that's not even a foul. Yeah, you can do that all you want.
No, but it doesn't matter if that's what he set out to do. Draymond Green should be fouled out of every game as soon as he gets to the game. I don't know why he's playing in NBA games.
The mental toughness is Cat being able to play mental warfare with Draymond Green and not getting put yourself in a position to make physical errors. And that's what he did. Like, okay, it happens every game, but this approach could have been different. If you know the scouting report is easy on Draymond Green. He's gonna try to get in your head. He's gonna defend physically, and you got to go at him. I don't think it's any simpler than that. It is no super duper scouting report on that dude. He didn't. I agree with you. He didn't do anything special. Go ahead, OG.
Well, hold on, but that's all I'm saying. I'm always tight, OG Circle Game. It don't matter who up here. I'll be by myself. Exactly. I'm tight at myself. My point is, I'm just saying, Draymond didn't do anything special that game besides the game-winning layup. I give you that. Like I said, if I'm the coach, like I said, I'm giving Cat the business. I'm flaming Cat for that. That cannot happen. But just because Draymond knew where the cameras was at and did what he always does to get things going, y'all making it seem like he did something special. He didn't.
See, you keep making it about those. I have not pointed to him calling them soft. I haven't really referred to him saying before the pregame, none of that. Even if those things didn't exist. If Draymond, who you saying did nothing special, if nothing special took Cat into foul trouble, that is awful, especially when Brunson's not in. It should take something special for Cat to get into foul trouble. It should take something special for Cat to not score 40 on bum-ass Draymond Green. That's my problem. You should be having special defense on him for him not to score 40 points. He gave Bam 40. We were like, yo, man, this ain't it, Cat. Next game, 44 on his head. Jimmy Butler, who? I'm scared to play who? Nobody bringing up Jimmy Butler, none of that. Forget if he's scared or not. That's what I'm saying. You did nothing special. You telling me you seen Draymond Green do something special before? I don't know. Maybe. He had a better special for
I seen him get a strip on Joker at the end of a game. Like, I seen him do some, like, as much as I dislike Draymond Green, I'm not going to say he's never done nothing special in the defensive end or make some passes. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for him playing against us, what you were trying to give him credit for, I disagree. I didn't think he got into his head like that. I don't think he did nothing special. He wasn't a great defender. He wasn't any of that. And once again, the referees are horrific. Horrific. Yes, listen, I'm a sore loser. I'm a spoil you child. Yes, and I'm proud of it. I ain't running from it. It is what it is. The refs is terrible. That Jimmy Butler 3-point shot at the end of the first quarter should have never happened because Bridges should have got an and one. There was little things that cost us some points. But once again, Draymond Green scoring on Cat, I totally agree with y'all. That was terrible, and he has to deal with that. That should never happen. But there's nowhere in the world y'all telling me Draymond Green did something special that night, except, which is I can't say except because that shit was the game-winning layup. Take Cat off the dribble. But all the antics and all that, I disagree. I'm sorry. I didn't see him punk nothing. I'm sorry.
That's because you ain't like me, and you definitely ain't like Flea. Because we keep our eyes on the prize, baby Bubba. Basketball season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Baby Bubba.
Baby Bubba.
I know
we gotta start making some picks. I hit the other night.
Yeah, you was showing off. I can't even, I told you offline about that. No, it ain't nice, old boy. Your man over here jackpotting to death. Yo, here you go. Watch it. Smiley face. You see this face? Me like, I'm broke, baby. Fuck, send me $1. I got Apple Cash.
Yeah. Niggas hit. Listen. More or less.
That's what I'm talking about.
More or less.
Dog. But listen, man, we can make this a rapid fire, but I watched this guy's channel and he might be like sleeping in a casket and shooting up some of the best heroin of all time. He looks crazy, but he made a great point about MIKAL Bridges, man. I love this point. I wanted y'all to hear it, and then we'll comment on it.
So, and it's not MIKAL Bridges. Listen, the only guys that have played more minutes than Josh Hart are MIKAL Bridges, but when it comes to the other stats, it's not there. Also, MIKAL Bridges is complaining about how much he's playing. Isn't that kind of funny that MIKAL Bridges is complaining about how many minutes he's playing? I don't even know if he's necessarily complaining. His quote was probably taken out of context, him criticizing. I don't even know if he was really criticizing. Basically saying, hey, starters are playing a lot of minutes, and we're tired. I don't even know if that's really being critical. But it is kind of funny. Don't you want to say to MIKAL, like, you know, maybe take a night off? Like, Josh Hart's taken 5 games off. Like, he wants his streak going. So there's part of me that's like, dude, give up the streak. The streak has become too powerful. Take a night off, and then maybe you can play the minutes Tibbs wants you to play. Just a thought, just a consideration. You don't have to do it, but it's something to think about, right? Like AC Green was he had the same thing, and I think they wheelchaired him out on the court just so he didn't break his.
You're going too crazy. You're going too crazy. That's my guy. What's his name? What's his channel name? What Shorts? He got some of the dopest lists. That he had Josh Hart as the #1 hardest worker in the NBA. He had Brunson at #3, so 2 of the top 3 Knicks were hardest workers in the NBA. He didn't have MIKAL Bridges up there, but I didn't look at it from that point of view. And MIKAL Bridges snuck away. If anybody won this past 3 or 4 days, MIKAL Bridges been howling at, you know, some family lately, hitting the Santeria, some brujeria real quick, so that we don't see what he's doing. You ain't been stepping up. You ain't do nothing against them Warriors either. So all this talk about you with Tibbs in the minutes, yo, man, why don't you take the night off? Does your streak mean that much? You playing under Tibbs, you agree to come over here. Take the night off, bro. How about that, buddy? Oh, boy, I'm sorry. I didn't pass the baton.
I mean, if the streak means a lot, if it means a lot to him, if that's something that, you know, makes him, that's part of his makeup, I guess. I'm an Iron Man, you know. But I have no problem with what Bridges said. It's how we take it, and it's how Tibbs took it. Tibbs said he never had the conversation. So that's what I'm saying. And this whole thing is funny. Why would Bridges take a night off? For what? Nah, that to me, that don't make no sense at all. Bridges straight up say, yo, you playing us too many minutes. Put the bench in sometimes. Them guys deserve some minutes. Point blank. We all agree Tibbs runs his guys in the ground. So my thing is, you got to figure out a way to manage minutes. But to say that, you know, he should take a night off and don't care about his streak, nah. If that's something that you know keeps him going and he's trying to, if that's his thing, let him have his thing. It's almost like, you know, Curry with the threes. What, don't shoot a 3? No. I'm known as an Iron Man. I'm known for playing every game. Why would I sit out a game? Nah. So for me, I don't know what homie talk about. I totally disagree. But I think that I think Bridges saying that is a little deeper than the minutes. I think Fleet said it a while ago. I think his confidence is very low. I think he doesn't get enough shots. He doesn't get enough touches. Bridges has been getting roasted for a while now. And I think he's starting to feel like I'm kind of getting lost in the sauce out here. It's about Brunson and Cat. Everybody loves Josh Hart. And we see what OG does. Now OG is playing like we thought he would in the beginning of the season when we said OG is going to be that guy that's going to be one of the best defenders on the wings. Remember? So I think, you know, MIKAL Bridges is being lost in the sauce. So I think he kind of wanted to make a splash to let everybody know, hey, I'm still here in the building. I'm one of the guys. I'm one of the Villanova boys. You know, they gave up 5 first-rounders for me. So I think that kind of plays a part too, to be honest, because I'm being real. People are on MIKAL Bridges' head, pause. Luckily, if he ain't hit that game-winning OT, Lord have mercy. We will probably be talking about throwing him out the building. So I think, you know, he has a point, Bridges, but nah, I don't agree with him missing the game and nada. If that's something he want to do, if that's something he's known for, continue it. But understand the backlash, if you do start playing a little less minutes, but you're not producing and we losing games. So Bridges got to be careful because, I think he's the most expendable one out of the crew. Out of Brunson, Cat, OG, Hart, and him, I think he'll be the one that the team will look at like, okay, you caused a little trouble. You ain't productive. You ain't what we thought it was. So I think Bridges needs to be real careful about speaking out a lot. But I disagree with Homeboy. Nah, why would you sit out a game? I don't agree with that at all.
What do you think, Flea?
Yeah, I probably lean to that as well. I don't agree with him just sitting out just to sit out, right? If there is a need for rest, if there is a knick-knack and you need a day off, then cool. But if you just sitting out just to, wear and tear or whatever like that, then yeah, I got a problem with that. I'm always a proponent of guys playing if they're available. If you're available, play. But here's my thing. I don't think Tibbs has not. He's shown that, hey, if you're not rolling, I'm going to go with Deuce McBride. There's been a couple games down the stretch this year where MIKAL Bridges has not had it, where he's not been good, where he's been extremely inconsistent, and Deuce McBride has finished games over him. So, if you're looking to play less minutes and you want to start elevating Deuce, I'm not saying he's a starting two guard, but I'm saying if you want to start elevating him in terms of his minutes, then so be it. If that's going to get a better production out of you, if you're getting ran in the ground too much, cool. I have no problem with playing Deuce right now, especially as of late. I would encourage everybody to go just take a glance at Deuce's numbers over the last couple of games, just looking at his shooting percentages and how he's playing. We obviously see how he's been playing on defense. So, if you need to play some less minutes, cool. Let's figure out how to play him a little less. If the Iron Man thing is so important to him, which I'm fine.
Real quick before Fabian go, I got an idea. Let Deuce start. Bring your bum ass off the bench. You want to play less minutes and you want the bench to get more minutes? Like that. Remember, I told y'all. I think even if you don't bring him off the bench and he starts, I think he should play more with the second unit where he can be the number one option. I think that'll help out his I'm drawing a blank.
His confidence?
Yes, thank you. Yeah. I think that will help his confidence a lot, knowing that when he's on the floor, he's the number one option. He can put up as much shots as he wants to. When he's on the floor with, Precious and Mitch and them guys. So I think, I think that's what he really wants. I think that's what'll make Bridges happy. I think the organization and Tibbs really needs to think about that. Listen, we're gonna still start you, but we'll bring Deuce in a little earlier, and we'll let you play more so with the second unit. And depending on how you and Deuce is playing, if Deuce is playing better than you down the stretch, your ass will sit on the bench. But if you playing great, then Deuce will stay there. But I think these are the problems that, once again, the front office, the coach, they got to get in the rooms, Flea, and they got to discuss this because we coming down to the wire. It's about to be playoffs. We got to start nipping this stuff in the bud. We need everybody at an all-time high with confidence, fully healthy, because, listen, Orlando getting their shit together. These teams is going to be coming. You see Detroit lost a big game against OKC. That coach is fed up. I love his energy. So don't think in the playoffs these shits is going to be walkovers. So we need everybody to be on the same page, Flea. I'm sorry if I took up some of your time.
Nah.
You ain't sorry. You ain't sorry.
Nah.
At all. Get him off the screen. Matter of fact,
not one bit.
Shut his mic off.
Yeah, nah. Listen. And to be honest, man, like, I thought about it too. And the timing is a little weird to me. Like, we going down the stretch knowing we're going to need all bodies at attendance. We're going to need everybody ready and rocking, ready to go. And, you talking about minutes and dialing shit back and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, that's another side to it for me. It's like, look at the timing of this right now. Do we need that type of energy when we're going into the playoffs, and we know, like you just said, it is going to be a dogfight. Yeah, we are the 3 seed, but whoever the 6 seed is not going to be somebody we're going to just not have to game plan for, not have to come and show up every night. So, I mean, you know, they always say you play your young guys early in the season, right? And then down the stretch of the season is when you start to ramp it up and be able to, you know, play the guys that are really going to matter. So, you know, Tibbs didn't do that clearly. But it's almost time to ramp it up. I don't know about dialing shit back. If we're going to be any good in the postseason, I don't know about dialing nothing back.
I just brought that up because I just felt like if Bridges is out here always quiet and all of a sudden makes that his statement. I made a mistake the other day saying Josh Hart and Tibbs don't get into it like that. Apparently they always do. They always scream at each other. But it came the same week as Bridges making that statement. That we've never seen two loud images, voices, just everything going against Tibbs from the team internally. So for me, it's more so about Bridges got to mean what he says. And if you're not doing it with your play on the court, what you gonna do it with? If you feel like it is too many minutes, yo, go sit down. You agreed to the trade, or you didn't have no problem joining a little Nova Knicks. You knew the minutes in the playoffs. You watched it. You talk to them all the time. So put your money where your mouth is. You ain't scoring like that, and you ain't defending the way you signed up to be, 5 draft picks and all that. So at what point are you gonna give us something? Show me that you mean business. Y'all, you know what? I'm gonna sit out. Why? Because I ain't playing them games. I ain't playing 38 minutes today against the Wizards, like you said, old boy. I ain't playing 40 minutes against the Utah Jazz. Not happening. I'm gonna save that for the Lakers. I'm gonna save that for Boston, Cleveland, something like that. If he does that, it'll be like, okay, that's really, bold. So I don't mind none of that because you haven't been performing. Not to the standard that we expected, not to the standard that you expected. You a championship player, almost a championship player. You can't make a bold statement like that and then come through. Okay, you got the game winner, and now you slipping through the cracks because Cat and Draymond caught the headlines, Tibbs and Hart caught the headlines. You not slipping through the cracks with me is all I'm saying. You on Front Street. This is day one. Calling your ass out, Bridges. Fuck that. You call Tibbs out, I'm calling you out. Either sit your ass down or score. Do something to impress me.
But also, that's a great point because let's not forget before, Draymond Green took Cat to the basket and laid this bum ass up for that game winner. Remember, Moody took Bridges to the bucket. That was a big basket as well. You know, so for me, I think this is where I say, are we willing as a team, willing to do whatever it takes to win, right? So, like the other night when Hart was playing horrific, get his ass out the game. But once again, see, my thing is this: when Brunson is here, this is how I look at it, fellas. If you got Brunson, Cat, OG, Deuce, and let's just say Mitch, if they cooking and Hart is having one of them bad games where he can't get nothing going and Bridges ain't getting it going, hey, listen, man, to me, I have no problem with that. I'm saying Bridges, he can get what he wants. You can be the guy that comes off the bench and gets the minutes, and you can get that rest that you don't want to play 40+ minutes. Like I said, I think this is a coaching thing, and I think eventually Bridges is going to force Tibbs' hand, and I think sooner or later we might see Deuce start over Bridges. I really do. I really think so. Or like I said, you sub out Bridges early and bring Deuce in. And like I said, you let Bridges cook with the second unit. Like I said, him with the second unit, he's the number one option. He should be able to get probably at least 4 to 5 more shots up than he would normally get. So for me, this is a good problem, but it has to be done correctly. But Flea, I agree with you. Like, it's coming down to the wire. Let's fix all this shit now. Let's understand what's going on and let's get to it because you cannot have this stuff hanging over your head during the playoffs. You can't do that.
And I think just to be clear, I don't think we're against Bridges calling out Tibbs King's speech. I don't think that's what. I don't think I'm not. At least I'm not against
We agreed to it. We agreed to it when he first called him out.
Yeah. I'm not against, and I don't think all three of us are against Bridges calling out Tibbs. I think everybody here has an issue sometimes with what Tibbs got going on, especially OG. So I don't think we're against calling Bridges calling out Tibbs. I just think that there's a lot of other things that Bridges should be concerned about besides calling Tibbs out. Your on the court play has not been consistent, and I don't think it's just fair. Part of it for me is almost scapegoating and just the easy out to say, oh, I'm playing higher minutes now, which I did bring to the table. He's playing about 4.5 more minutes, but I'm playing higher minutes now, so now I'm not a good basketball player anymore. I think that's ridiculous. Like you said, you knew what you was walking into. You knew that this was going to be asked of you. You knew what we were putting together and building over here. And so being the guy that's an Iron Man, being the guy that's always available, always out there, ready to rock and roll, this is part of your job criteria. And to be honest with you, like when we start looking at NBA players and teams and shit like that, we got to remember everybody's job criteria ain't the same. Everybody ain't asked to do the same shit. You're not getting paid to do what this dude is doing. Everybody's getting paid to do different jobs. So what is your job? Do your job. Go out there and defend. Go out there and be a starting level 2 guard in the league, right? I went back just to look at how Bridges looked with Brooklyn last year. And I'm like, damn, this is what we traded 5 picks for. This is a really good player. He might be on a bad team, but that dude was playing well last year. He looks nothing like he looked like last year. Obviously on a new team, way more offensive firepower on our team, but there's got to be a balance, and it hasn't been for him. He's been way too inconsistent. So that's the only reason why I'm like, yo, what the hell are you? Okay, you could say something to Tibbs, but get to it. You're not playing well.
And I did see some flashes against Golden State. That's the first time I remember him crossing over to his right hand, 2 drives in a row, and going to the right side of the basket. Like he really did. He made a move. He did some. I don't know if you call it an action or a play. He missed both layups, but it was the first time I remember him being aggressive. Because what I say the whole year, how is OG this aggressive and you're not? If you go back to the Villanova highlights, that's what got me hyped. Because you see Bridges in the corner, all he does is cut to the basket. Or it was a backdoor screens. We went from the corner to the basket, right, Flea? From one corner to the other, backdoor screens. We miss our screeners. You always know I always say that, Flea, but he was always diving. He was always doing something, especially off ball. So if that's what's supposed to get you hyped up, all I'm saying is don't think for 2 seconds that you think you could just call somebody out in New York and we just off you. No. You better back up what you're saying. King speech. What you talking about? Nah, I got beat. Why can y'all call out Tibbs but not Bridges? Because we show up every Knicks game too, but we dropping 40. All 3 of us. What the hell is Bridges doing? That's why, King speech. He dropping shit.
But for me, I have no problem with anybody calling out Tibbs. My thing is with Bridges is the defense. On the defensive end, he's very inconsistent. And OG is starting to show up night in and night out with blocks, deflections, locking guys down. And with Bridges, who's ever he's guarding, it's Olay. Like I said, the kid Moody bust his ass. Like, that's just what it is. So for me, I just don't like that, Bridges, all right, you call people out, cool. All right, on the offensive end, efficient. All right, cool. You do knock down some shots. But on the defensive end, that's what I'm looking for. Like Flea always say, what we always say, you can get cooked for 40. This is my thing. You can get cooked for 40. But if we are down 1, if it's a tie ball game, if we up 2 or down 2, do not let your man score. And every time in a pivotal moment, Moody scored the basketball on Bridges. That's the problem I have.
I like what he's saying, Flea, but I gotta disagree because defense, especially in this era, is way harder to play, and you need Cat to play better defense. You need your teammates to make up for the switch and all that. Control what you can control, especially on the offensive end. If you could get 2 or 3 extra buckets a game, I think every game changes, especially when they now know you're the threat. You came in as a third option too. Let's not forget, unless maybe I'm bugging. I expect the third option. I did not expect OG ANUNOBY to compete to be a third or second option, and he looks like he's trying to do that. If Bridges can figure out a way 2 or 3 extra baskets and at least go to the free throw line 1 or 2 times a game, guaranteed. Then fade away, fucking what do you call them? No contact. Every shot in the paint is no contact. You ain't creating no contact, no nothing. So it's hard for you to get points anyway. If you can get a couple more buckets a game, then I think your defense changes because now you earned yourself some extra possessions that you could lean back on, Flea.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I just think our 2 wings have focused a lot on the offensive end and not too tough on the defensive end. And I think more of their buckets could come from just being aggressive on the defensive end. Like OG has proven and shown us, like OG said in the beginning of the season, I will remember this for forever. OG said, and he was right, clearly. Both of us was wrong, Fabian. He said, OG ANUNOBY can average 16 points for us. He can average 16 to 17 points for us. And I was to the belief where I'm like, yo, the energy that he's gonna expend on the defensive end is not gonna allow him to be, 16, 17, 18 points a night. But you were absolutely right. This guy has shown us that he could be a threat on the offensive end. My thing is, I think that they've worried about that entirely too much this year and not solidify who we are on the defensive end. And if we were solidified on the defensive end, I think all of that other stuff is going to come offensively on how we look. We would be a much better team. We would compete with the OKCs, the Clevelands, the Bostons, if we were able to get stops. But we just look so bad against them because we can't stop them. We could score with the best of them. We've shown that. And that's been my whole point all season. It ain't been pointing to nothing else but, Brunson, can you be better defensively? Bridges, can you? OG, you've been the best defender on the team, but can you continue to do that? Hart, where are you at? Cat, y'all already heard what I said about Karl Anthony Towns. If we're going to be anything, he's going to have to be better defensively. Mitchell Robinson, thank you for coming back. Who are you? What do you do? Is play deep. So that's what we could talk about guys not playing this way, getting touches, not shooting well. The Knicks are not going to be anything unless we start focusing on that end. And we got a couple of guys that could really completely change us defensively. Imagine if we really locked in with the guys that we have that could play on that level. Imagine the type of team we could be. So I just think that we got to create some balance, and then we'll be a threat for sure.
Man, Flea, I caught head crack on that lucky ass call from AllBall. Get out of here. He predicted
Yo,
this and that.
I got to jump, fellas. I'll see y'all tonight.
Oh, yeah. All right, Flea.
We don't give my props, man. I'm just saying, man. See what I'm saying? That point, whatever, 1% that I'm right. Thank you, Flea. But you know what, real quick, Fabian? I gotta give you and Flea props. Y'all was correct. When y'all was telling me how great OG is on the defensive end. Lately, he's been very consistent. And that's what for me, that's what I look for with Bridges. And I've said it early in the season, and I'm gonna say it again. I don't care what happens, but down the stretch, we have to get stops. And if we have OG and Bridges, we have to get stops. And for me, that's just what it boils down to. If we can't get no stops, it don't matter what we do. It don't matter who we call out. It don't matter who we like or dislike. We're not going to win no ball games, and we definitely ain't going to win no championship. Yes, King Speech, we live after the game tonight. We definitely live after Miami Knicks. Yes, we all live.
But real quick, I thank you for the flowers, but I got to return them back to you because you did call it, because I didn't see how he can turn around and give that much effort to, try to get some free throws. And I didn't see what you saw on the offensive end. I'm just focusing on, polishing whatever you got defensively, which to me is top 5 in the league minimum. But what did you see from last year where you were like, nah, he could drop 16, 17? That's easy.
Well, to be honest, the first thing was we gave you the max. Like, let's be fair. This is business. We gave you the max. When you get the max, no. Ain't no 12, 13, 14 points. That's for average regular dudes. Nah. We need 16, 17 from you. We need 7, 8 boards. And we need you to be that defender we know you can be. That's what happens when you take the max. So with Bridges, he gets the same thing. He gets that same pressure. We gave him 5 first-rounders for you. When you came, we really was super excited. Not because of the offensive end. Yeah, we know you good offensively. But we said, wow, we got some defenders now. And once again, has he been a good defender this season? Off and on? Bridges? Yes. Played against Memphis, played against certain teams? Yes. Great. All I'm saying is down the stretch, just like Cat got laid up by Draymond, Moody bust Bridges' ass. Why is it so hard for King Speech and us to realize that? Moody made a great layup down the stretch. We can't get no stops. We cannot sit there and think OG is going to have to guard 1 through 5 and get all the stops, and then we expect him to score on the offensive end. No, he needs help from everybody. Josh Hart, like Fleet said, where the hell are you at? So for me, you know, I understand Brunson and Cat has to get much better on the defensive end. Big shout out Kendrick Perkins, who he gave that stat. At their position, they're bottom 5. So basically, at their position, they are the worst defenders. But we know that already. Is it an excuse? No. But Hart, OG, Mitch, Bridges, Deuce could be a pest on the defensive end. We need y'all to step it up. So for me, you know, and also with the coaching, that offensive defensive thing that I don't be liking sometimes, with us, you have to do that. Down the stretch, Cat, get your big ass out the game. You know what? We're gonna put hard on Draymond. Like we got to start figuring out, Fade, some things down the stretch that's gonna help us win ball games, because we cannot keep just throwing OG to the wolves like that. No, we cannot just keep thinking he's gonna guard the best defender of the players and we ain't giving him no help. It's not fair to him.
So I wanted to close with this because CBS Sports just came out with a ranking for the title contenders, and they did it in tiers. So CBS Sports ranked NBA title contenders. They have tier 1, Cavs, Thunder, and Celtics. I think we all agree. Tier 2 was the Lakers and Warriors. Tier 3 is the Nuggets, the Nuggets by themselves. Tier 4 is Knicks, Grizzlies, and Pacers. Tier 5 is the Clippers and Timberwolves. And I guess before.
Hold on. They put us in tier 4 with the Grizzlies and the Pacers. That is so disrespectful.
Why is it disrespectful?
What do you mean why? Pacers ain't got a better just as good a chance as us as going and winning the title. Get the fuck out of here. Memphis neither. Put us right there with Denver. Fuck out of here. We're 3rd seed. We got 2 starting all-stars. Nah, man. Nah, they be violating us, my nigga. That's terrible. And then you put the bum-ass Lakers in Golden State. Why? Because they've been playing okay so far. Like Barkley said, y'all had a good 2 fucking weeks. Get the fuck out of here. So just real quick, let me just give a minute rant. This is why this shit is disgusting. Did you see what Stephen A. Smith said today?
Nah.
You know what's his dream for the NBA Finals?
What?
Cleveland versus LA. Because LeBron used to play in Cleveland. Bro, this shit is comical. This shit has to stop. Why the fuck is the Lakers and Golden State on tier 2? Now, I respect if they would have been tier 3, tier 2 by themselves. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is crazy. I'm sorry, Fabian. You can finish. I apologize. But that shit is ridiculous. Don't ever disrespect us and put no fucking Indiana Pacers and Memphis Grizzlies next to us. Them niggas ain't even got no All-Stars this year. But I think Triple J.
Yeah, but I think we're on the same group. But once you were talking, I think Denver, us, Memphis, we're all in the to have the Nuggets tier 3 by themselves is crazy. To have Golden State and the Lakers in tier 2 is bananas. Because how can they just flat out? Yeah, you're gonna flat out beat Denver. I don't know. I mean, they did smoke us though. The Lakers smoked us, bro.
Bro, we stomped on Denver all the time and we beat up Memphis. Why are we not right there with? And we know right now this season, Indiana is not on our level.
Right. And what I don't like about that is Denver's not playing us. They got to go play OKC. None of them motherfuckers got a chance against OKC, in my opinion. They don't. I don't know what the hell anybody's talking about. Now, I can see why the Eastern teams, we got to play either Cleveland or Boston. Them top 2 seeds look like they could smack everybody around. We got a harder conference this year, in my opinion, because who's getting past them? Y'all might have a little brawl over there in the West, but I think that stood out to me. And also, you know, shout out to I get shout out, but the team, that list, all ball, made me think the two teams most devastated by injuries, and I ain't going with Philly. I don't care what y'all say. Like you say, all ball, fuck Philly.
All day.
You know what your dream is for them, what your well wishes are for them.
You know that. Everybody except Wallow tear their Achilles in Philly. Facts. Fuck Philly.
They're not the most ravaged by injuries because they could have seen that coming. But the Dallas Mavericks, if they were healthy, this is a whole different playoff picture. The Orlando Magic, if they were fully healthy, this is a whole nother playoff picture. Those two teams have size. They could go anywhere on the court and they could do damage. That was the first thing I thought of because I'm looking at them teams just like you. Like, why are we so impressed by Golden State and the Lakers and they're all 35 plus? I'm not impressed with that shit. They're lucky the Mavericks are not healthy. If the Mavericks were healthy, OKC would have a problem on their hands. None of us think about it because we're so busy kicking Nico Harrison on the floor into the ground, but, deservedly so. Like a lot of people would think deservedly so because it ain't just a Luka thing. There's a couple of trades he made. I was looking on that list like, oh, damn, Quentin Grimes? By the way, all ball, slowly but surely, y'all going to look back and be like, you might have been right, Fabe. I just watched the game with last year when we played Denver. Coming off the bench was Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, and Quentin Grimes. That was our bench last year. What the hell is our bench today? And that guy got traded from the Mavericks to Philly, and he's going bananas out there in Philadelphia. So I think the whole Western Conference and the Eastern Conference got lucky because Jalen Suggs got hurt. Banchero missed how many games? Franz Wagner missed how many games? All the stuff that they're learning now, they would have had it understood by now if they were healthy together and maybe would have helped them out by the time Jalen Suggs gets back. And then there's no helping the Mavericks. I don't know what curse got put on them. Jesus Christ. Everybody's hurt over there. Oh, boy, do you realize that they are at risk of forfeiting games?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, if I'm Dallas, you shut it down. Like I said, for me, Nico in Dallas only looks bad if LeBron and the Lakers win a championship. If Dallas is watching Luka and Lakers in the championship, Nico deserves to be fired. But if the Lakers don't win a championship, then this is all good. Because if Dallas can come back next season fully healthy, and hopefully Kyrie could be back before All-Star break, let him get as healthy as possible because they have enough. And I agree with you. I didn't like what we gave him Grimes. I like Grimes. And I understand why Dallas did that. I don't know if they made a mistake yet. Like I said, Caleb Martin is, remember, he's tough, he's taller. No, I get what you're saying. I'm saying, let's see how this thing looks fully healthy.
Hold on, we'll stay right there. This already looks worse than the Luka, the Luka traded to the Lakers. We haven't seen that cash out yet because it's gonna take some years with the Luka thing. This is immediately. They were saying it was for money or whatever it was, and then somebody broke it down on Twitter like it couldn't be for that much bread. And Quentin Grimes is going off right now. You telling me he couldn't play the minutes right now for Dallas?
Yeah, but he got the green. Yeah, but I listen.
Is what I'm saying. He would have had the green light right now.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make no never mind because Dallas made that move for a championship. What I'm saying is this. I understand why they traded Quentin Grimes. And Quentin Grimes is a good player. I like him. Right now, he's over there in Philly. They're all dissipated. That team is terrible. So he has the green light. And he's an NBA player. So he's going to put up some good numbers. I think the Dallas move, I like the move. Like I said, let's see what happens when they come back fully healthy. Caleb Martin is just, now, he might not be as raw and as a dog as Grimes and on the defensive end, but he can score just like Grimes. And he's probably 2-3 inches taller. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Caleb Martin ain't never scored like Grimes been scoring. And Grimes, I mean, he was raw for a certain time period, but now he has I ain't never seen Caleb Martin play like this. He's going bananas, all ball. And all I'm saying is that immediately it looks bad for them. And there is no justification. Because there was another trade he made that was crazy. The first trade he made a couple years ago for either Copeland or somebody they drafted. But they listed down Nico Harrison's track record. And I'm like, damn, he ain't got no leg to stand on, bro. His only hope is if Luka really bums it up in LA and he shows everybody like, yo, I told you he was a fat boy.
Man. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but like, it's not his fault. Guys got hurt. It's not his fault Kyrie got hurt. PJ Washington turned right. That's what I'm saying. So, like I said, you got to see how this look fully healthy. Like I said, if they're fully healthy and don't win a championship, oh yeah, he got to go. He got to go. But like I said, I still think Dallas made the right move. Let's see what happens with the Lakers, because all this can mean nothing if the Lakers lose in the first or the second round. Because for me, if the Lakers don't go to the championship, it's a failure. You have Luka and LeBron James. And now that, look at the pressure. Now they second tier. So let's see what happens.
Listen, man. I'm not hoping he wakes up. This guy, Barquero, looks like he's in shape. Yo, Barquero's another guy. If you ever listen to NBA, when you watch games on a league pass, he be talking crazy. You can hear him on the mics. He's talking to a fan. I don't know what he's talking about. He's getting his own. Oh, he said, I told y'all was talking all that shit. I told y'all we gonna come back. I like the kid. He got to figure it out with his man, Franz Wagner. They're not gonna make it to the championship this year because they couldn't shoot. That's what I was talking about. I think I seen a glimpse of it when Shannon Sharp said Orlando Magic got some shooters. I'm like, how is it that y'all really go on TV and don't even watch shit? They have been scamming for a long time. And I can't be mad because Stephen A's from New York, so that shit really works. That shit really works. That's the shit I'd be mad at. Like, you really didn't watch the game. Like, they can't shoot. That's the Magic's biggest problem.
Yeah, but let me just say this. Detroit and Orlando,
woo,
that shit has a lot to do with coaching, man.
Let me pull up the standings.
I don't care what nobody says. Orlando and Detroit, the season they are having now. Listen, man, coaching plays a major part. If they didn't have the right coaching on those two teams, they will not be successful. I'm sorry. And to me, that's why coaching is very important.
So check it out, AllBall. Right now, got the number one seed in each conference. You know, it hasn't been decided yet, but the Cavaliers will either face the Heat, Bulls, Hawks, or the Magic. If the Magic are healthy, that's gonna be a tough matchup for them. They just got beat yesterday, right?
Who?
But Cleveland.
Yeah, by the Magic.
So that's their toughest matchup is the Magic. I don't think anybody. I know, Dyson Daniels has been amazing, but the Magic got the size. They lost to them last year. They got some beef with them, but I think they would rather play any one of those three teams than the Magic against the 8th seed. As of right now, the Bucks will play the 4th seed will play the Pacers. The Knicks will play the Pistons. The Grizzlies will play the Lakers. The Nuggets will play the Warriors. Man, and the Rockets play the winner of the Timberwolves Clippers game. The Thunder play the winner of, I guess, with the Mavericks and the Kings. But I'm more focused on these Knicks and Pistons, AllBall. I know Cade got shut down the other day. He got frustrated. Bickerstaff was going off about the referees and everything. But again, that's what happens in the playoffs. I think I caught that part what Shannon Sharp said today. I wish I would have pulled it up. He said, yo, the OKC been doing this for years. They've been working this up for years. They were trying to build SGA up to be a superstar and get these calls for years. Cade just gotten through that door. You work on that. You got to get, that's the guy that got to go mano a mano with SGA in a game like that. Can't score 11 points. I seen at the end of the third quarter, he had 11 points. Then he got kicked out of the game. I text y'all like, yo, Cade just got kicked out. You can't do that with Detroit because who the hell's going to score for y'all? Who's the money maker over there for the Detroit Pistons? And that's the team, AllBall, that. Do we have an answer for Cade Cunningham? We play him in the first round? Or is it looking like an embarrassment out there?
No. So just real quick, Detroit head coach, he's not the first one to say what he said. SGA gets every call. And we know that's what happens when, you're a superstar MVP candidate. But like I said, us playing Detroit, I would still take us in 6. But I think Cade Cunningham is going to have this is what's going to probably turn him into a superstar because we don't have nobody for Cade. I think he's too quick for OG, to be honest with you. I think OG can probably do the best he can, but I think Cade could probably average a triple-double against us. Yeah, listen, I said something about that young man, I think a year or two ago, and boy, was I wrong. That young man is the real deal. And now he got the right coach behind him. He got that fire. And now he's starting to get it. But it's going to be tough. This ain't going to be no sweep. Like I said, I'll take us to 6, but it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a dogfight. I don't think it's going to be no blowouts. Like I said, the team that we have, We have to be coached correctly for us to win games. I'm sorry. We don't have an SGA. We don't have a Luka where you could just wing it. Yo, go ahead. Yeah, I got Brunson, but listen, man, we're gonna have some tough outs in the playoffs. Watch our series, just like last year. It's gonna be the best series, no matter who we play. But I think us against Detroit, that's gonna be a dogfight because that coach, he don't stand for no mess. And I just love his energy. I love what he represents, and I love how he coaching them guys. Even if we go against Orlando, whoever we go against, it's gonna be tough. But listen, Kay Cunningham is the real deal. He's the real deal. And I'm gonna just say this: guys like John Morant, guys like Ant-Man, he's coming for y'all spot. He's coming for y'all spot. They guys like Zion, guys that we thought was gonna already. I think Kay Cunningham, whoever he plays against in the playoffs, he's gonna have a great playoff series, his first playoffs, and I think he's gonna carry it over the next season. And then he's gonna be something to reckon with. But yeah, man, it's gonna be tough for us, man. Especially if we're not healthy, Fabian. We gotta be fully healthy, bro. And we have to lock in on defense. If we don't lock in, shit could get scary, man. I'm sorry.
I think that's the hope for tonight. Who we playing again?
Miami. We at home too.
These last couple games, I know it's been, a lot of drama, whatever, with Cat and everybody. But this is when you start to make out, sometimes you get put on Front Street. Maybe this was embarrassing for Cat. Maybe it wasn't. But it's a real public event for him. So for you to be able to go through this with everybody else, you already know Josh Hart and them. They seem like they communicate and all that. Same thing with Bridges. If you're doing this, it's kind of a team building thing. You're all going through all that together. That's how you build, a commonality. You build a common enemy, which is the media, which is Twitter, whoever it is. You pull Cat in there, tell him what you need. He might listen to you more. But this is the time period to what you always say, or what you've been saying the last week and a half. This is an audition for Karl Anthony Towns to stay here in the future. I don't know why anybody thinks they're not expendable.
Right.
They overturned this roster how many times? The longest standing Knick is Mitchell Robinson. That's it. I don't know why you don't think these guys are going to trade somebody. Even though James Dolan was in the Roommates podcast, he said, "Oh, Cat seems like the last piece, like the final piece." Is like, you must be lying. You gotta be lying. You ain't watching the game. You thinking that we're gonna play defense like this. So I don't see him getting better defensively. But what can we do offensively? How do you get it clicking while Brunson isn't here? Because when he comes back, there's going to be minutes in the playoffs where you got to rely on these moments and go, "Oh, this is what we did. This is what we ran." Especially against the Detroit that's coming up. They got some hungry dogs. They got some dudes that'll knock you on your ass. Isaiah Stewart ain't playing. These guys ain't playing. They're going to want to try to get in Cat's head again with the head game. So I'm saying, so if they see Detroit, oh, y'all don't get fouls either. You want to rely on that? Nah, let me work on my moves. This is when Cat could really show himself, and we have to make up for Brunson, who's number one in the league in time of possession, basically. Whoever holds on to the ball for the longest, I think the most dribbles in the NBA. It was like a total of 8 minutes per game, AllBall. There's 48 minutes in the game. He holds the ball for 8 minutes. That's crazy. That's almost a quarter. So this is where you got to make up for all that. Who's on the bench? What lineups work the best? And against Miami, well, we split 1-1 already, right? Let's see. Like I see, they traded Jimmy Butler. Who else they got over there? Is Andrew Wiggins even playing?
I mean, listen, man. Made some great points. I'm just looking at the playoffs, and we have to be careful, like you said, because next season, teams like Orlando with Suggs fully healthy is going to be dangerous. Detroit one piece away from being dangerous. Not saying championship contention, but a real threat to where it's a problem. Cleveland and Boston ain't going nowhere. We don't know what Atlanta's going to do, or Milwaukee or Philly. So, we got to be real careful. And like you said, I said it, Cat is on the audition. If he doesn't play great down the stretch and flames out in the playoffs, he's going to be on a chopping block. I'm sorry. That's how this shit go. Because you cannot go into next season flaming out, and then let's just say Detroit upgrades. Orlando's fully healthy. You still got Cleveland and Boston. No, let's see what Milwaukee. So listen, we got to be careful. We still have teams that play against us well. Miami, Chicago, Indiana, Atlanta. All of those teams is 1 pieces away from competing with us. You get what I'm saying? Like, we need to have it where, okay, Boston and Cleveland is the top of the echelon, then it's us. Everybody else you can argue with. No, it's not going to be like that if some of these teams get an upgrade. So we got to be careful, man. We need to be careful. And coming up this stretch and in the playoffs, listen, I think everybody's auditioning except Brunson. I'm being honest with you. I think everybody's auditioning. The only person I think that is safe is Brunson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I think Bridges and Cat need to be careful. Bridges, Cat, and Thibodeau is on the hot seat, bro. Simple. I really feel like that. Because if you have an opportunity to get a Giannis or make a crazy move with a KD or them guys, if they play great, we ain't doing that. But if them guys is a little shaky, they going to get thrown in there. Remember I said that. Bridges, Cat, and Thibodeau is on the hot seat.
I look forward to Karl Anthony Towns getting more than 15 rebounds in this game. 30 points. I think he's going to be upset about that game with the Warriors, and just he has to remember he was destroying Bam Adebayo and them guys early on in the year. That's how he got his swag back. That's how he got his swag in. That's when Dipset Cat really started. When he dropped in 44, we jumped on here going bananas. It's time to see whatever happened against Miami, get back to that. I don't think it's all kumbaya, King Speech. It's not kumbaya. We got to be positive sometimes. Don't you think for 2 seconds we ain't coming to wait 9:30, 10 o'clock, the game is over. We come in here, we going to shit on Tibbs and whoever else ain't show up tonight. That's a guarantee. Tibbs gets no more passes around here. We ain't on other channels. Y'all could do that. You want to sit next to Tibbs? Sit next to Cat? That's what you want to do? Not me. I want to call the game. I want to be a fan, man.
We need a play that's going to come over here and put everybody in a proper position. Hart needs to be coming off the bench. Simple. Hart needs to be coming off the bench. We need a player that if we're going to keep him, he needs to come off the bench. I keep telling y'all, I love Hart, but not like y'all love him. Because eventually, offensively, it's going to catch up with him. Like, I'm just being honest, and he's not a great defender how people make him out to be.
He's not. I was asking Fleet that from the beginning of the season. And your boy, I'm going to remind you, we had Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Quentin Grimes, Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench last year. That was our bench. I can't believe, if you go back and watch that Denver game, it was spectacular. That's what I'm saying about this. Who can replace the Dante DiVincenzo? We could catch and shoot, put the ball on the floor, get to the basket. We have a different style of offense, and that was my complaint from August. I don't think there's anything fluid about it. Like you said, we need somebody that can come in here and set and just make everything okay again. And I thought it would be Mitchell Robinson starting lineup. I don't know about that shit. Maybe Deuce starting. And that's some political shit because they're not going to want Bridges or sitting on the bench like that. That's going to take a lot.
If Mitch was healthy, then, we would have a Hart and a Deuce coming off the bench. Like I said, we just need that one guy that's going to, help that bench out. Like I said, Mitch still looks like he's not in shape. Like, guys don't look happy out there, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, that game against Golden State, nobody looked happy. Like, come on, Hart played horrific. Mitch now is looking like he don't have no type of energy. Like, he's not getting better basketball shape-wise. Bro, we have a problem. And if Tibbs don't know how to manage minutes and know how to have certain lineups and know how to do certain strategies to help us sustain a lead or get a win, bro, we're going to be having the same conversations over and over and over again. Why not at the end of that game sub out Cat, put pressures and you guard Draymond? You got quicker feet. You're a better defender. This is what I'm saying. This is coaching stuff, man. I don't want to keep saying it because I don't want to keep making it seem like I'm just hard on Tibbs. Pause. But come on, bro. Come on. You got to see those mismatches and know your players. You know who's a bad defender and who's not. So till we figure, we got a lot to figure out. Do we have the talent? Yes. But what matters the talent if you don't know how to coach? You know, it's like a rapper and the producer. Remember, God rest his soul, Biggie. I don't want to do Juicy. Yeah, man, nah, this is what's going to get us on the radio. We need a coach like that. Nah, we ain't going to play that way. That ain't going to get us the wins. We going to play this way. Come on, man, Cat, get your big ass on the block. Half of the league is not your height, your size, and don't have the skill set to guard you. Come on, you 7 feet. Nobody 6'8" should be able to guard you. Williams, Lou Dort, Tatum, they shouldn't be able to guard you. So, listen, man, Dolan, for the first time, staying out the way. He said, what he said, this ain't on me. This is the front office. They making these moves. They doing this. Come on, man. So, let's see. But tonight, I think tonight is very important. We need to get this game, get this win, to kind of make up for the Golden State win to stay on track.
Just looking at some stats. Just we're not really there in the hustle points. The only hustle stats we got is Josh Hart is number one in loose balls recovered. Big pause. But we're not even really in hustles. OGs and deflections per game, top 10. It ain't too many. Like just defensively, it's gonna be disappointing all the time. We're gonna watch out for that. I just don't expect that. I wanted to see something different on the offensive end. Hopefully, we see that today. That's what I'm saying, AllBall. I want to see Cat. Like all eyes are on him, man. That's what I failed to mention earlier. Yo, this is New York, man. We're gonna overblow everything. This is how we would talk no matter where we at. We will argue about whether Cat got punked or not, whether the cameras were on or off. That's how we would talk about this. And that shit will echo throughout the city. And Cat would have heard about it. I don't care what year it was. Anybody putting money down on it, anybody that talk crazy about me, they're gonna talk about the game. So the more Cat really understands that this ain't just no fashion show where you get to throw up the Rough Rider jersey and none of that. No, this ain't all talk. Like we're gonna make everything a bigger deal than what it is, because that's what it means to be big time in New York. So hopefully he gets, he finds his stride, because like I said, I had nothing bad to say about him because he ain't changed his defense from 2 months ago. He's the same defender. I ain't had nothing bad to say about him back then either, because he was killing. And I just believe, I don't know if it's because of attrition, the 82-game season. I don't know what it is, but he does not look the same. He does not look the same. So I don't know if he needs to sit down or turn it up. I don't know which one it is.
Well, for me, for my last point, as bad as a defender Cat is, and that's where we lose most of these games, is on the defensive end. Everybody has to be better. As bad as Cat is, we need Bridges to be more consistent. The only consistent defender we have is OG. What happened with Presto True in his defense? So for me, that's why I've been saying it all season. It's going to take a team effort for us to be successful. It's not going to take one guy average 30. It's not going to take that. It's going to take us to do this as a collective. I think we did enough to win in Golden State, but by our bench only having 4, and by Hart being having a donut, but also just not having no type of effect on the game. He didn't make no big play. He didn't get no big rebound, no big deflection, a big stop, none of that. You're not going to win or go deep in the playoffs playing like that. So I think, like I said, I've been saying it all season. If we don't do this as a team and make it a team effort from the coaching staff all the way down to the 12th, 13th man, we will not be successful, because this is the type of team we have. The NBA is too talented. And when you look at the best players on each team, yeah, we have one of those guys, but he's little. So, and then our other guy, Cat, he's terrible on the defensive end. So we got to figure out ways to make up for that. Like we already laid in bed with him. Pause. There's nothing we can do now. We know they bad defensively. We got to figure out a way to cover that up and help out. So if it's down the stretch, We playing defense, sub cat out. Sub cat out. Golden State was little. So that means they was quicker. Cat is doofy. We know that. Get him out the game on the defensive end. So, like I said, man, I'm not acting like I can coach the Knicks, but like I said, Tom Thibodeau got to get a better coaching staff, bro. Like I said, them guys on the bench, I don't know who they are. I don't know what they do, but somebody has to go there and help this thing out because we can score, but on that defensive end, if you can't get no stops, when Draymond Green can take you to the bucket for a game winner and do the Steph baby, the sleep, come on, bro. Come on. When Moody have a great game with everybody we play against, nah, man. So we got to figure that out. And Tim's being a defensive-minded guru, supposedly, bruh, what are you doing over there? Seriously.
All ball suckers.
Yeah, hit that like button, y'all. On the road, on our way to 10K subscribers, man. Hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. Prize picks, man. Hit that promo code. Also, we are definitely live tonight after the Knicks game, man. Knicks Rehab. Knicks versus Miami. We at home, baby. We are live. Make sure y'all tune in. Ho! Tory B, it's okay. We're going to let you get away with this because it's not Knicks Rehab. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. Y'all say what up to Tory B. Make sure you on that live after the Knicks game for Knicks Rehab.
On our way to 10K. I like how you put that. Oh, ball. Knicks Rehab after the game. Hopefully it doesn't go into overtime because Jesus Christ. Knicks Rehab, I did not miss your comment. Do me a favor. Put it in the chat. I'm more on Twitter. You can see our Twitter name in the description, or go to AllBall Instagram. Send them a copy, or link the video that you want us to react to. I don't mind reacting to any one of your videos, any one of your takes. Don't think we just taking what you call him, the cokehead Kyle Korver, whatever you said. I'll react to him. Why wouldn't I react to you? I want that way people see you, and I'll put your name in the description, bro. It's all love here, man.
Yeah.
Have anything else?
Yeah, no. Just once again, whatever topic y'all want us to respond to, send it in my DM. Y'all know AllBall TV on Instagram, and we'll definitely show love, man. But make sure y'all tune in tonight, man. Knicks Rehab right after Knicks versus Miami tonight.
Come on, man. I'll let y'all later, baby. Bubba. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.